Hey, hey, factification. Howdy doody. What's happening? Victoria Young. Good evening, my dear. Or good afternoon for you. What is it, 1 o'clock in the afternoon where you are? I've got what I think is, yeah, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. where I am. So it must be like 1 or 2. Yeah, I think it's 1 o'clock where you are, isn't it? 6 p.m. United Kingdom. If we focus over to the east, we see the shadow rising up the mountain. That's what I'd be seeing now if I was sat down at my bus. I'd be looking out to the sea. So for me, when I comes up here and I gets that extra hour of sunshine, I likes it. I wonder if this almond tree's any good. You see that? Just picking almonds off the tree. I'm going to take one to begin with. I'm not sure if this tree's any good. Yay! I'm getting it right. About time. Hello, X-Titan. Hello. Now, for the experienced almond farmers, they would know if this is bitter or sweet almond. For me, I have to take a risk. And the only way that I can find out if it's a good almond for eating is by eating. Hmm. I do believe that's a sweet almond. So bear with me a moment while I reach to the ground and smash a few more nuts. Actually, I'll bring you down to ground level so you can see. Wow, that one's a double nut. So we had a dead nut, an empty shell. I've never seen that before. And we had a nut with a twin. Hmm. Looks very hazy over there today. Very humid. Hmm. Hey, Muggsy. Good afternoon. If if Captain Jack had his freedom now, he'd be running to the village, and in about half an hour, I'd say, "Oh look, I see my little darling down on the beach, all the way down there," because I'd recognize the way he walks and how long it takes him to get down there, because I've seen it a couple of times. He's a proper cheeky fella. Twice this past week, I've gone down to collect him from the village. That's why he's on the lead. Mm. He going off looking for some punani, the biatches. And I says, no, no, no. You're not going down looking for the bitches. But it's Saturday night, he says. He says, but it's Saturday night, daddy, daddy, daddy. And I'm saying, but Captain, Captain, Captain. No, no, no. No jiggy jiggy. At this level, many times, the eagles are flying lower than me. And this time of day is very often we see the eagles flying. This time of day, the wild boar can be easily seen. That little white dot over there, don't know if you can see that. That's the building I mined. As the crow flies to the beach, is only like a mile, mile and a half. But it's a lot longer than that to walk it. It is really beautiful up here. Every time I comes up here, most evenings, it's like different, different, different. These dry seasons identifies old ruins, old walkways. It also shows the currently used walkways by animals, and it is absolutely lovely to be able to read land, read the animals, read the sky. Yeah, like up here, it is only sky. There is no cover. Like yeah, it is just pure sky. There's no light pollution. It is like wow. Maybe that's because I'm a minimalist, and maybe because I'm a little bit of an LSD mushroom casualty, a stoner. Maybe that's why I appreciate the twinkling stars, the blowing of the wind, the downpours, and the baking sunshine. Hey, hey, crazy purple Kirby lady. What's happening, my dear? Happy lunchtime as the sun sets for us here in Spain. I noticed yesterday you wanted to have a chat with me, my dear. You're more than welcomed. I think I've posted the link if you want to come up and have a chat. This time last year, I was predominantly sitting in my bus and I get a view of that. And this I get to see. But this time of day, I'd be watching the shadow rising, that mountainside losing the sunshine. I'd be watching it, making my own time scale, like a sundial, using that mountain like a sundial, but also using the line of light. It reveals different secrets. And from what I see here, it's taken me 3 years. It takes me 3 years to be able to put word to what actually I see from this land. What these lands are capable of without interfering with the land too much. But to highlight and appreciate the land that is here. It upsets and infuriates a lot of people that I've adopted this paradise. Lots of people work for their whole entire lives and never get a taste of such paradise, such freedom. I had a long thought earlier when I watched Nos Dogs, the Gas Puppies uh, clippings of myself earlier, and I laughed for him. For what message does he really share when he's clipping my word? And for who's he clipping for? This past month, I've eaten quite well, and my mental state, my physical state feels quite strong. I feel quite established and stable. But every now and again, over the times that I've been here, I build my strength up to a point where I've got it. I start getting that enthusiasm, and then I hit rock bottom again. And when I was doing this, when I first arrived here, I recognized, hang on a minute, I need to slow down and do much less. Every day that I see the sunrise and the sun sets, I see how happy my dogs are running around the place. I reassured that I'm not arguing or fighting with nobody. I've got a good life. What's missing? Why am I born into these times and not times like 200 years ago when man's effort was appreciated and encouraged? when animals were encouraged to be the animals of what they are. Environments like this would have been thriving, people happy, living together for each other, because that's what communities are. When I see the communities within the social media platforms, it doesn't give me much incentive to, like say that I'm belong to them peoples or I'm part of that or I'm a part of this. It doesn't give me much incentive because I recognize it's all about something I don't understand. I like to encourage peoples. I don't like to criticize them. When I identify ugly peoples, I walk away from them. So why these ugly people think that they can chase me around on YouTube? Hey there, Purpleaki. Nice to see you. Oh, somebody's been back chat. Oh. Well, I don't know how that message came in. I've just got a message to attend somebody else's channel. Somebody who I blocked and don't really agree with or want anything to do with. I mean, this fellow's had 3 channels. He's like trolled and bullied people with his 157 accounts. For me, there ain't much talking to the person, especially after like this time last year. I was talking quite intensively with the fellow. But since then, he's grown to talk over me, and I'm not in the mood for people to talk over me. So why this fellow's being so demanding nearly a year later? It's a comical thing. Some peoples are just attention seekers. They've got nothing apart from argument. Yes, yes, Nilo. Top Here we are. Here we are. Nilo, since you was last year, there was people fucking around with the channel, and yeah, I took away everyone's spanner, and you know me, slowly, slowly, I gives them all back as people comes into the chat, and I recognizes who they are. Oh look, you see that turd? Yeah, right. That's a turd from an animal like a fox, yeah, or a dog, yeah, or a badger, and it's mostly fig. Which animal that was? They've been eating mostly figs. You can see all the fig seeds in the friggin' in the turd. From up here, I can identify maybe 60 beehives. Now, when it gets colder, that's when the honey's collectible. So I'm watching for the fella and his activity. And one day, I'd like to be able to buy a kilo of honey from that fella. Direct from him. I don't want to buy from the shops. I want to buy directly from. I'd really like to work for him. That's what I'd like to do. I'd love a job working with a honey farmer. Yo, Travis, you'll have to forgive me. I'm sat up here wearing my boots and only my boots. Yes, I'm having a naked sunset because it's warm and it's good to get the sun and the fresh air all over your body. The sunshine, that is, I mean. Not somebody else's sun, only the sunshine. The suns are for the ladies, but the sun shines for everybody. Wow. I blinded myself looking at that sunshine. Right. I'll let you enjoy that sunshine for the next 5 minutes whilst I roll a joint. Yeah. I won't be able to see the screen because I'm putting you right down there. You see? Right there. Oh, yeah. That's a nice picture. That's a nice picture. Is that my streetwise spirituality? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's streetwise spirituality. I tell you what, that is a very, very bright sunshine. Even though it's setting, it's still able to be blinding me. And so I got to take my eyes away from it. Wow. Right, Chris? Oh. Right. Love for the love. Excuse us. Grizzles just knocked over the phone. He said, fuck the phone. Yep. That's what Grizzles' body language said. And my hands were preoccupied. Mm. Oh, I've just had roll myself a smoke and put my jalapeno on because I've just noticed there's about 10 mosquitoes right there. I don't think you can see them, but they're just there flying around in a fucking mafia. Mm. And yeah, I don't like mosquitoes. Now here comes the colors in the sky, the reds, the purples. Look, ooh, that cloud pattern. Absolute beautiful. Now, if I just like take a quick look at the clouds, what pictures do I see? I see pictures of the clouds, and it looks like a bunch of birds having a bit of a dispute, actually. I see a bit of a dragon. Looks like a dragon. Big wings, big tail. Wow. There's some beautiful colors there. Wow. Wow. It looks like an oil smear over there, but it's like reds and oranges mixed in with the blues and the whites and the grays. Very beautiful. With the wind turbines there and wind turbines over there and the peninsula there. That's a beautiful silhouette with 1, 2, 3, 4 mountain ridges. Wow. That's 4 mountain ridges toes. They're sort of like about my level. I'm not sure if you get to see such detail on your TV screens, on your monitors, your PCs, laptops, on your phones. I'm not sure if you get to see such details unless it's close up. When I look at Google Earth, it's always the same picture. It's never like that 24-hour. I don't know if anybody's seen that 24-hour thing on Google Earth, but that's something that I'd be interested in looking at. How places look for different hours of the day, and that's basically what I try and do. Hmm? Unfortunately, I got a voice, and I like talking to people. If anybody wants to come up on panel, the link is pinned. You're more than welcome. It's Saturday night here for many of the viewers. One of the beautiful things about telling people to fuck off is a lot of the time people get the hint and they really do just fuck off because they can't be bothered with it. And it's funny, the people that recognizes I'm better than telling the people to fuck off in the way that I have been, they'll always come back. They'll always make communications. They'll always say they're here. And a lot of the time I feels it. It's like walking up here. I felt Purple Aki. I thought of the Masked Detective this morning, yesterday, most days. I think, well, when's the Masked Detective Streetwise gonna do panels again? I don't really follow people's shorts and videos. Hmm? I try and only get involved with only here and nows. Hmm? Oh, people don't like seeing my face on the camera. They only want the beautiful view. Oh, no, no. Maybe it'll inspire people to travel, you know? And that's what I always said when the people were doxing me. Hmm? Maybe it's good for travel. Maybe it's good for tourism. I'd like to share with the people that somewhat care. And this morning there was an antagonizer in the chat, and he was repeating what somebody else said many months ago about psychosis. Yeah, weed psychosis. Now, I'd like to share with you peoples, okay, one important factor. When I come walking for signal, I don't normally bring water. I don't normally bring a picnic. Hmm? I'm not normally sat in my comforts. So being taken out of your comfort zone, yeah, being taken away from the natural resources that we depend on, food and beverage, security without earshot. You know, we don't really want people listening to us screaming and shouting at each other, but yet we continue to scream and shout at each other. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. So, from my understanding, when I goes for a walk and I've not got my water, I've not got my food to maintain the energy, the morale, huh? A lot of the time, the patients can be tested because I'm constantly distracted. Yeah, I need to get home. You know, like I've got food there, or I need to make some money. I want some food. So food and beverage, okay, playing on the inner spirits, playing on the mind, playing on your conscious and your awareness. Yeah, being content is one thing. Being content, you can just like get on and do things. Yeah, and it don't matter. You'll get on and do it. But when you've got distractions and then more distractions, mm, it can get very confusing. Yeah, wires can easily be crossed because people are not understanding. And then we go to communications and understandings. For more than a year and a half, I've been trying to communicate with people with very weak network signal. I think I've done very well, considering what's been up against me with the elements and the environments, up against all those with the technologies, those with their territories and their communities. Hmm? I'm doing very well, really. From my experience of traveling through the UK channels and their hosts, I've got some of the most realist people some of the most dedicated, sound, diverse peoples attached to me. Some of those people are for me, and some of those people are against. It's the balance of life. Hmm? For myself, I'm full of awareness that I don't normally have much respect showing to the people that come here to relax in my chat. Normally, I give priority to those that have affected me throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, throughout my lifetime. Hmm? I'm stuck on my past. This is why I was introduced to Haggie's mental well-being. That's why. It wasn't to pick fights with people. It wasn't. It was for the mental well-being. Yeah. It was to show me that there's a lot more people, a lot more fucked up than I am, but nobody gonna talk about themselves. They are gonna talk about everyone else. Unfortunately, when I talk about everyone else, no one like it. Wickedy wicked. Alert. You put the 3.5K in me PayPal. Nice. Nice. I'll buy myself a car tomorrow. I'll go Sunday shopping and get myself a car tomorrow. A further expense. Now, I've been thinking about it. If I had 3,500, I think priority. Hmm? Kit my bus out. Make myself comfortable in my bus. Make a little bit of a garden. With the 3.5 grand, kitting my bus out with an internet mast. That's gonna be less than 500 with its own battery. I've already got the solar panel that I can donate to a mast. If I had 3,500, this is what I'd spend it on now. I'd buy a second device, whether it be a laptop or whether it be another phone. Probably another phone. Because it's small, it does what I want it to do, and computers and laptops are far too confusing. Maybe I would buy a laptop as well. Microphone, camera. Maybe I'd buy a drone. But priority, first off, I would buy loads of soil and compost. That's what I would buy. Compost, soil, and maybe about 20 trees. Yeah, I'd buy about 20 trees and soil. I'd buy water to fill up the swimming pool. And then I know I've got enough water to make my garden. I know with that swimming pool, I would have enough water to make my garden. Once I've got a garden started, I can manage it. Captain, you little bastard. Macho. That's all it takes, that 5 seconds, and he's gone. Macho. Come on. He's going to get himself arrested today. Macho. Vamos. Thanks fuck for that. You didn't run off. Good boy. Good boy. I was most in fear that you were going to get yourself arrested or get caught up somewhere. All right then. You're not chasing bitches, Captain. No, you're not. Huh. Wow. I thought you was attached to me. That's it. You little bugger. Wow. Oof. Heart attack over. Heart attack over. What a little bugger. Whew. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Nos Dog. Hello, Boss Dog. Puppy Dog and Gas Puppy. Well, alert. If you could tell me the name of the person that offered me the 3.5 grand, I'd promote you as being the biggest spender on YouTube. Yo, yo, Stevie R. He's looking after a little chihuahua at the moment. She's so cute, you would love her, Steve. Do you know what, Stevie R, right? In all fairness, I never liked little dogs. Never ever liked them. Yeah, when I was a young fella, I never liked them. I always appreciated the bigger dogs. You get me, right? When I adopted Captain Jack's mother, she was the smallest dog that I ever cared for. Hmm? And then when Captain Jack was born, it was like, he's been the best dog I've ever known in my life. And I've met a lot of dogs and bitches. This wee fella, he is my heart and soul. I loves him with every hair of my head, with everything. I would trade my eyes to make sure that he's okay. I would trade my legs to make sure he's okay. And that's why this week, twice, I ran down that village, because I knew he's at risk going down there. I appreciate and I loves all animal. Yeah. I appreciate all life. Hmm? And I just get a little bit upset and infuriated sometimes. And I must remind the people that appear not to be appreciating life. And I tear them down. And it's a waste of energy. It's an easy way to single yourself off when you're wasting energy. I'm better than that, wasting energy. I'm all about conserving and saving energy, ready for when that energy is needed. Yeah, do what you need to do. Spanish culture suits me for that because it's a reminder that things are seasonal here. Seasonal. Hey, Captain Jack, don't run off because I'm shouting. Yeah, Captain Jack's running off for this week twice for the bitches in the village. They're in season, Bo. Yeah, and he's got a lot of bitches down there. Seriously, he's got a lot of bitches down there, and he go chasing the bitches. And Grizzles, he's different. Yeah, he likes chasing the wild boar, the goats, and the big pigs, the friggin' the rabbits. Yeah. Captain Jack likes chasing the rabbits and the wild boar and the goat. But this week we've identified is mating season for the dogs. So happy days. He wants to get his dick wet. He wants to get his dick wet. And the thing with bitches, like when you get them in the community, yeah, even your wife and your female friends will tell you, yeah, when one gets their period, it's quite often they all get their period around the same time. Yo, 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 Bambi, is that you, my dear?
Yes, it's me, Elon. Let me
Heading up the highway, looking for adventures. What are you saying, my dear?
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Came to go
What
screw up
up?
your channel. Came to go kick it up with you. What up, man? Now I'm just driving. I don't got my girlfriend with me. Say what up. It's my buddy from Spain.
Hey,
What up?
ciao.
Want to see shout out to my man Steve?
Hi, Steve.
Hey there, Bambi. Nice to see you. Hey there, friend.
Hello.
Yes, my friend said you are right. Women do often have their periods together.
They sync up. They sync up. I had 5 daughters. They sync up.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to be getting personal, but yeah, dogs and most animals are the same. Yeah, goats, rabbits, most animals are the same in the same environment. Yep.
Right, same dog.
Yeah.
She has she just had some puppies.
Yeah.
Tell them what kind of puppies you got.
I have 6 Newfoundland Rottweiler Labrador puppies. They're just now 8 weeks old today.
Oh wow!
Puppies.
My
Perfect.
second batch.
Yeah.
My second
Wow.
litter this year.
Hey.
Both of my bitches got nailed and by the same dog. So the first batch of puppies were much bigger. These ones are a little bit smaller in stature. I think they go back a couple genetic lines with the parents because the mothers were both Labrador mixes that got nailed by this other dog. So, you know.
Sounds like we got a rogue dog out there just banging all these fucking dogs.
He was.
Ah, damn. Now my buddy here, he's in Spain. He lives off the earth.
He lives in España.
He lives in Spain. Yeah, like
Live in
legit.
España.
La vida los españoles. See, I'm on the Granada coast. Yeah, on the
Lovely.
Granada coast,
Lovely.
looking at Africa.
That is beautiful.
Not great,
That's beautiful.
right? You would love Steve. He
Some-
lives off the land. He's just kind of person, like
Right on.
total hippie. Like he goes, I was a tramp. I went from England to Ireland to fucking everywhere. He's the man. I love Steve. That's my buddy. No, I decided I was driving home. My girlfriend, I'm taking her to her house, and she's gonna come over to my house. And we're gonna do some illegal shit. We're gonna smoke some weed. David, I hit it, kick you up since I saw you were on. And yeah, what up, man? What are you doing? Smoking, obviously.
Well, yep, trying to smoke this joint. I'm smoking some Moroccan hash. It was given to me about a month
He
ago.
gets that
About
free.
3 grams.
This motherfucker gets it for free. This mofo gets it for free. I know you can fucking say, smoke, no, for
That's
free.
amazing.
Tell them,
That's
free.
That's amazing. I mean, congratulations. That is amazing. That's not doable over here.
It's
but,
not
you know,
doable here. No.
Happy for you. That's amazing. Happy high. Right on. Right on.
See, what
Here,
is this?
all right.
What is this? With Morocco only like 100 miles over there, yeah. Most of the Africa Strip, they send boats over. They do a lot of drug trafficking, yeah. And when it gets dumped in the sea, sometimes
I
it
need
comes
a
to this. It comes to this
Yeah.
beach, and people just pick
It
it
gets
up
dumped
and
in
then
the
they
sea.
sell it.
What is it?
Weed, hash, anything. It gets dumped in the ocean. Yeah, drug traffickers.
Really?
They dump it. And then like the people
Ser-
villagers. She wants to know, she said, what about the people with guns that come after you wanting their drugs back?
That sounds scary.
That hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened yet.
Well, good.
My friend here, she's a minister. She's like a minister and shit, like legit minister.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
she
We met
doesn't
a
know,
couple
like,
weeks ago.
I don't have my own church. I don't retain inside walls.
she doesn't have a
across-
church.
Across denominations, I believe in Jesus, and Jesus is the way and the light and the only path, the righteous. So,
I
I
just
don't have a church.
part of the reason why I jumped on your panel because I thought you would like Michelle. I thought you'd like my friend Michelle. This is my friend Michelle, by the way.
Hello.
I thought you would like her because she's kind of like definitely your kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Real earthy, real,
Cool.
food of the earth kind of person. You're kind of like, check this out. My friend Steve here, he was in a hippie commune, right? And there was a French serial killer in his commune. Yeah.
You had a French serial killer in your commune?
A serial killer, I'm not sure, but definitely he was wanted and apprehended for murders in France.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
In a hippie commune.
And
Of all places.
Yeah, because he
And-
would
and in the
hide
hippie
there
community.
because all he has to do is to help provide for
Yeah.
the entire group, and he gets taken care of. It's the perfect place to hide, just like an Indian reservation in the Americas.
Really?
Yeah, my cousin hid out on one for a while.
No shit. So if I want to
Yeah.
like rob a bank and go hide
Well,
out
I'm not telling you to do anything
no,
because
what
I
I'm
don't
saying
believe
is-
in stealing. I don't believe in that.
I'm saying in
So,
reality,
like, no,
if I wanted to go commit a crime, just go hide out on an Indian res.
no,
huh?
I don't suggest that for anybody.
No,
Here,
I'm not.
Yes,
no,
I'm not suggesting that, but I'm saying they don't look for you.
I'm
on,
not giving anybody any suggestions. I'm just saying that's what my cousin did.
these are all. So the
I don't have restriction on it.
I didn't think about that. That is the perfect place to hide because like cops can't go look there. I never thought
You
about
gotta
that.
fucking know people though.
Well, I'm not a criminal, so it's not like I'm gonna
Me
go.
neither.
I'm not gonna go rob a bank and hide out on an Indian res, anyways.
Well, then don't talk about it.
I
Because
never.
that's beginning evil.
That's brilliant. I never thought about that. That's fucking brilliant.
Oh my goodness.
That's brilliant.
That is not brilliant.
That's a perfect place to hide.
No, it is not brilliant.
Fucking Whitey Bulger should have thought about that. That's brilliant. Instead of Whitey Bulger hiding in Ireland and England, motherfuckers should have hid on an Indian res. Apparently, that's brilliant. I don't think like that. That's
Hey,
some, like,
Michelle Bambi.
that's smart.
Michelle
So you get
Michelle
caught,
Bambi,
you
right?
think-
From
I don't know. I think you finally
from
came
my
up.
experience.
They were
From my experience of walking into that hippie community, yeah, it was an accident, yeah. Since I'd been in Spain, I was avoiding those sort of places. But finding
Yeah.
a lady that was getting beaten by her Czechoslovakian boyfriend, I walked her away from a village into that hippie community, like her old school friend was there, yeah. She'd been settled
You
there.
didn't get killed,
That's the
did
only
she?
reason I walked into that place, yeah. I
She
never
get
walked in
whacked,
there
did she?
intentionally.
The serial killer guy didn't kill her, did she?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I
But
wasn't
if-
sure.
Hey, listen, the more research you do on that hippie community, it's got 40 years of bad history. Yeah, I mean, like so many missing people, so many, bad things. Like it's crazy. Like, yeah.
Do you think
like,
what do you think it is? Do you think it's like? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Do you think it's a curse, or do you think it's the devil? Do you
Yeah.
think it's like a devil's timeshare? What do you think it is? What do you think? I mean, you were there. What do you think? What do you think it is?
Right. For myself, I think there's gold and silver in the mountain. Yeah, and where you've got gold and silver, it's demonstrated throughout. It brings out angers in people's right. When you've got different balance
Really?
of people, I mean, like you've got people of all walks of life settling for this hippie community. You get me? From all cultures, they're all beelining for that sort of environment, right? So what happens is
So,
you've got a lot of people that came from the streets that take sanctuary there. Yeah, like the streets are no longer street life. So people take sanctuary where they can. Yeah, and that place is just chaos for 40 years. People are not going there to grow food. People are going there to capitalize on smoking weed. Yeah, and being around
right?
other people capitalizing on smoking weed. So I think, you know, like, I don't know, it's really being responsible and
Wow.
respectful. You know, like it doesn't happen there. Yeah, there isn't respect, there isn't responsibilities there. You know, like a lot of people that go there to capitalize on growing the weed, and if the police come, they run. You get me? Yeah, so the people end
Right,
up taking
gotcha.
responsibility for it. Yeah, and because
So,
it's year
so
and year,
it's like a
every
group of
year.
criminals get together, the cops show up, they all scatter.
Yeah, quite literally, exactly that.
Wow,
Exactly
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah,
I thought hippies
Corona
were all
time.
about love and kindness and sharing. I thought that was what hippies were all about. Love,
No,
kindness, sharing.
no.
You know, loving
Gambit,
each other, being a
Old school.
family.
Old school.
if I gave you if I gave you a walkthrough there, right? If you came on vacation and I walked you through there, yeah, you would experience something like wow. You get me, yeah? Because it would
Yeah.
appear to be wow. But once you've settled there for a few hours, a few days, a few weeks, a few months, you'd go like, go. You get me, yeah?
You're like,
Stop.
enough's enough. I had enough of this shit. The cracks start to show, you mean?
Really?
Kind of like what I
Yeah.
was saying about fake people. Like, people can only pretend to be a certain way for so long. Like, I noticed about a month and a half, you really start to see the cracks in people. Like, fakes.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
about a month and a half, you really start to see the cracks. You know, because
Oh,
people
yeah.
can only keep up that facade for so long of being, you know, even a serial killer. Even if the cracks start to show, they can only keep up that mask of normalcy for so long, and then the cracks start to show.
Yep, for sure. And this is what I said. You know, like we've all got that.
Way to be, so.
Yes, but what flips us? You know, what flips us? Like, you know, what day are we in that to allow?
I don't know, man. I think a lot of it is genetics. Like genetics,
I
like
think
these people are just born that way. They're just born evil. And that's the only way I can describe it is they're just born bad. There's it's in their chemistry, their makeup, their wiring. Some people it's generational. But in a lot of these serial killers, they're just born bad. There's just no and you know, and I've studied this 20 fucking years. There's just no rhyme or reason. There's just no. And that's the only way I've come up with it. You know, psychologically, I understand it. Some of it's environmental, like there's a serial killer in Florida, the Gainesville Ripper, Danny Rollins. He was made. He was born bad. I mean, he wasn't born evil. His is environmental. Like he was turned into a serial killer. But then you got somebody like Ted Bundy, who at 3 years old was putting knives around women's bodies to scare them while they slept. At 3 years old.
Yeah.
I mean that's born evil. That's born bad. That's just not normal. Normal people don't do that.
Right where that car is.
Sometime at school. You know, normal people just don't. That's not normal behavior. I don't give a fuck who you are. And I don't care if anybody says, well, normal, what's normal? That's not normal. The general person knows what normal is.
Yeah.
You know, a normal person's not going to be walking down the street and then whip out their pecker and start peeing. A normal person doesn't do that. You know, a normal woman doesn't walk down the street and then flash her tits at somebody. That's not normal society behavior.
Drunk women do.
Yeah,
But they're
not,
drunk.
Yeah.
That's not normal behavior. They wouldn't do it if they weren't drunk, you know. I'm talking about normal behavior, like,
But
you know,
You're
what's
also
this?
talking about
but what you
conservative
get then?
behavior. Because some people are nudists.
What you get then with people inebriated? What you get when people are inebriated is we bring out the savage in us, yeah. We bring out the true us, yeah. We are nothing but jungle bunnies deep down. Do you get me? Yeah, we are savages, yeah. We're trying to be civilized and domesticated, but the alcohol, you know, like will bring us backwards into that primitive state. You get me? Yeah.
Hey, Steve,
Where we don't.
guess what? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be home in like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be real fucking savage. I'm gonna be real savage. Wanna know why? Because I got a bottle of Apples 99. I'm gonna get real savage. I'm
Excellent,
like real
excellent.
savage in about 10 minutes, my
Just
friend.
past that gray house up there.
Like,
It's
real
Saturday
savage.
night. It's
It is a
Saturday night.
Saturday,
Get
man.
on it. Yeah.
I ain't
Put a
doing
rubber
nothing,
tee.
man. I got nothing
Put
to
a rubber
do. My
tee on the end
son.
of that bottle. Put a rubber tee on the end of that bottle and suck it back like it was your
Oh,
mummy's
dude,
titty.
I'll be taking. I'll be taking shots in about 10 minutes. Well, maybe like
Oh,
20
okay.
minutes. But I'm gonna be taking some
Oh,
shots. I'm gonna be getting drunk as fuck. And it's Saturday. My kids are gonna be gone. I'm just like, woo woo. My friend Michelle's coming over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't see her because we're like, I'm dropping her off, but she's coming over. We're gonna smoke and drink and hang out. Well, I'm gonna drink. She don't drink.
I'm gonna
'cause-
make a wreath or two. And
yeah.
nice,
bring my
nice.
glue gun over.
I got a glue gun.
You have one?
I got all kinds of craft shit. I got everything.
Okay.
I'm a crafter.
Well, should I leave my stuff in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I have
It's a
my?
ladies' night. A
Yes.
ladies' night.
She's going to. She's gonna make these really cool Halloween wreaths,
Honey,
Mhm.
like a wreath, a Halloween wreath,
decoration.
decoration
door.
cool for the door.
Yep, for your front door.
Yeah. See a little bit, dude.
All right.
Get some cigarettes and come over.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check the puppies though.
Yeah. Check your puppies, and I'll see you in like what 30.
Probably less than.
All right. Cool.
All right.
See you in 20.
Oh yeah, and you've got my Pepsi still.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want it here? Do you want it?
Yeah, I could put
Well,
it.
why don't you take it with you? She can drink it on the way to my
I could
house.
put it on ice and put it in my.
Yes. All right. So now I'm headed home. My friend Michelle is dropping her out. Now I'm going to drive home. She got to check her puppies because she just had those 6 puppies I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to drive on. My car's got a camera. Car's got like a backup camera. See my girlfriend a little bit. Yeah, I don't I don't do this very often, so this is like a pleasure for me to be able to hang out with somebody and drink and chill and just remember what it's like to be an adult again. Or I should say maybe not an adult, but what it's like to be a teenager, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Oh man,
It's brilliant.
Steve,
Letting your hair
I've
down.
got-
Being human.
I've got these white candy melts, chocolate candy melts, right? I'm gonna melt them down. I'm gonna take an Oreo. You know what an Oreo is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a big Oreo, and then I'm gonna take 2 small Oreos, and I'm gonna put the Oreo on a stick, and I'm
Yeah.
going to put the 2 little Oreos like on top of the big Oreo, and
Mhm.
stick them together, and then I'm gonna dip it so it looks like a Mickey Mouse head, and I'm gonna dip it in
Okay.
chocolate, right?
Wow.
I'm gonna dip it in chocolate, and then I'm gonna decorate it to look like Frankenstein. I'm gonna decorate some of them to look like pumpkins, like the top of Mickey Mouse's head is a pumpkin. I'm gonna do a mummy one with eyeballs, little like cookie cake sucker thingies. I'll show you. I might do it live. I don't know. I'll show them to you, and then I'm gonna decorate them in like Halloween plastic wrap with a little ribbon and like give them out to friends and family and kids and shit. But they're like gonna be like Oreo cookie pops dipped in chocolate on a stick. So right now we're in a town called Coon Rapids. It's really small, as you can see. There's not much. This is the closest town to my town. Yeah, not much going on. And I got more cake batter. I'm gonna make more not cake batter. I got more frosting and stuff, so I can make some more graveyard cakes for the kids. Because my
Yeah.
son was like, Mom, can you make some for my classroom? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. So now I'm gonna make like 50 more. So I'm gonna make like 50
Wow.
more of the fucking things. Yeah. And I got some different decorations. I got like little eyeballs, and I got I think I got some skeleton bones, so it looks like a zombie graveyard maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, was you on my live when my neighbor was talking about the SUV state car that was on the street?
Nope.
Because they were warning me, because they were like, hey, I don't know whose house they were watching. Okay, well, I figured out what the car was. It wasn't like DEA or anything. It wasn't like federal. It was state. The woman's house, okay, the people's house they were out front of is low income. They were probably getting like their house, like, they were replacing windows and shit. They were probably getting their house
Right.
weatherized. It was
All
probably
right.
the state checking the work to make sure it's proper so they could pay the people, the contractors, I bet.
Right. Yeah. Careful.
Yeah. Everybody always thinks drugs. It's like not everything's drugs. Just because you
I've been
see a
listening.
state vehicle outside doesn't mean anything nefarious is going on.
I went over to listen to an LC for the last few mornings. You know, like they're all drinking and smoking and laughing with each other and laughing about each other, and like yeah. So I went listening to them a couple of times, and I've been
Who?
over to LC. LC is the Australian host. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. You'll have to send me the link on Instagram or something. Send me the link after you're live.
Okay.
Check
Yeah,
them
and
out.
then there's
You know,
a woman, Kelsey, a woman's channel, Casey. Yeah, she'd been up on LC's panel doing 10 rounds with this fella, Rubber Lip Cousins or something. But anyways, yeah, when I goes over to Casey's chat, I get greeted, okay? But there's like, they're talking about people that I'm friendly with. About 6 of them. They just wrote about these 6 peoples, and it was like, what the fuck have I? Where did I get this link from? What am I? I said straight away, I'd be upsetting some people by me being in Europe. Oh dear. Oh, Bambi's run off. Oh, where's Bambi gone? Hey, Stevie R. I explore the world on this internet. Yeah. A lot of people are territorial and very clicky about where they go. Yeah, but for me, like I've had a life of tramping, you know, free party and festivals. I can mix with almost anybody's. Do you get me? Yeah. The advantage of growing up in England and Ireland. Do you get me? Yeah. I've seen you know, the bollocks that goes on. Coming to Spain, being in Morocco, I got friends of all nationalities, lots and lots of nationalities and cultures. So for me, it's very easy to travel around the YouTube, different cultures and nationalities, different accents, countries, different forms of gathering, whether it be music, drink, smoke, you know, like whether it's chit chat, whether it's fighting talk, whether it's about criminals. You know, like I've been in jail, I've been psychiatric unit. You know, like I've seen a few things in my life. I've got friends in military, truckers. You know, like carpenters, mechanics. You know, like jeepers. Yeah, my work experiences. I can chat with almost anybody if they're willing to chat. Mm. And then once we've got our experiences on the table, you know, like we know where we are, then we can play with each other. What I found in a lot of communities is very one-sided. You know, like they want to talk about peoples, but they don't want to talk about they don't want to talk to people about you. Uh, you know, they don't want to talk to you and about you. They want to talk about you behind your backs. You get me? I that for me reminds me of council estate mentality. Yeah. You know, like yeah, I had opportunity growing up in government housing. Yeah, miss, yeah. My mother, that's her lifestyle. You know, like meeting my father, he took me away from that lifestyle and put me into small farming in Ireland. Small farm lifestyle in Ireland, where it was, we collect firewood, chop firewood, you know, like for heating, for boiling water. We dig our shit pits, you know, we raise animals for the table. Mm, and happy days. And yeah. So I know what it's like to, you know, slaughter animals, but I eat them. I don't want to be slaughtering for the fun of it. And that for me, like one of the reasons why I've never been into violence, because like you know, like there's sport violence. You know, I tried that. I never really liked. Yeah, I never really liked getting aggressive in the sport violence. So for me, it's like yeah. Mm. I much rather the peaceful, happy-go-lucky. I'm meeting people, bringing people together. I'm a connector. And this is one thing that a lot of people that have come to this channel and the channels that I go to accumulate people's, like to connect people, show you that, like there's differences. You just got to go and explore it. The next road's different to the last 10 that you've walked through. Do you get me? Yeah. There's different opportunities just around the corner. And it's about, like spreading your wings and flying. We're nomadic. If we're living a stagnant life, we still have that option of travel. And the World Wide Web allows and encourages. And that's what I like. That's what I like about the YouTube. And yes, Stevie, it is about connecting and communicating with peoples. I'm a little bit late coming into these social medias, these social platforms. I didn't grow up with video gaming, online stuff. I didn't chase it. I didn't approve of it. But for some reason, living where I'm living, under invitation that I was given 2 years ago, I took that invitation and I'm here ever since. I'm progressing. At first, I thought, yeah, okay, I'll try and communicate with the ones I've walked away from. As in, like, I don't live in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales no more, and I don't intend ever to. It's a, return. I don't intend to ever return to the West. So for me, it's like looking east or looking south. That's my direction. I had a choice. I can return everywhere I've been. I'm not scared away from anywhere that I've been. I can return. The fact that I don't want to return, and that's my decision. That's my choice, and my reasoning. That's for me to explain. Only I can prove. There ain't no other one that can tell me why I'm not where I'm where other people want me to be. For the satisfaction of YouTube or the satisfaction of what? I was born to travel, and so I'm traveling. I'm not born. Yeah, I'm born with legs. I'm not born with a car, so I walk. I'm born with fingers and lungs, so I can roll and smoke joints, weed. I don't have the head for psychedelics. Yeah, I've explored and I've really explored, and I've tried, and I don't have a head for mind altering, for the uppers, for the downers, for the prescriptions. I don't have a head for that stuff. I don't have a head for the alcohol, but I do have a head for smoking marijuanas. Ah, dear. And so if I have to move to Morocco so I can sit in a big Moroccan hash farm, then well, why wouldn't I do that? Yeah. The only reason I can't do that, I'm not rich enough. I don't have 20,000. I don't have 100,000. I don't have 1,000,000. Yeah. If I did have that sort of dollar, knowing what I know about this mountain place, I'd invest it here. I don't need to go to Morocco. I don't need to go anywhere, really. I just need to get my shit together where I am. Ignorantly, I've been using the system that has been designed by man for my waste disposal, my personal waste disposal, my what comes out of my arse. You get me? Yeah, I've been using the system that's created by man. What I should have been doing is making a system like nature, and maturing my waist. So, you know, like 3 years that I've been here, by science standards, I would have been able to grow in my feces by now. I arrived here 2020, so I'll be celebrating, what is it? Christmas of 2020, 21, 22, 23. This will be my fourth Christmas alone here, and my sixth Christmas here. I be coming to this mountain house for 6 years for Christmas time now. I've known of this place for those 5 years, 6 years. And I can honestly say, wow, I'm holding ground. And so as the sun sets and I get ready to go to my bed, it's like brilliant. I'll have the energy to wake up in the morning, catch me sunrise. I wouldn't be able to do that if I was like giving priority to YouTube channels. Yes, yes, D1. How is you doing, fella? How was your day today? Yo, Richard Grimes. Good evening, good sir. Just having a nice peaceful one, T1. We had the honours of Bambip joining panel. If anybody else wants to join panel, the link is posted at the top of the live chat. If nobody joins panel, then I may as well walk on home and get my head down. We've just had harvesting season, and yeah, I wanted to smoke my flower earlier, but I think it's a little bit too mature still. Yeah. I'm satisfied. Little effort, little water. Knowing if I used a lot more water, I would have added a lot more flour. But I'm happy. I've got to smoke. You know, it hasn't been a waste of time this year. Richard Grimes, I'm normally out and about by about 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but I start my lives normally just around 7, half 7. Yeah, about 7. I think I start my live stream, but that's like 6 o'clock your time. 7 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock your time. It's very, very late sunrise here. I mean, for me, I like to catch it before there's that much light. Yeah, I like to see it when it's dark, dark. Yeah, I like to sit there and watch it rising, watch the colors breaking. And this is where it hurtful for me, really, because you know, like what I can see here is absolutely beautiful this time of day, but the phone, it doesn't have that same vision that I've got, and I'm very, very proud of my vision, my eyesight, my sense of smell, my sense of touch, my sense of hearing, my balance, and my sense of people also. I'm very proud of myself to have my senses about me. Common sense, that's to be shared around, tried and tested. See what time we got now? 8:30. 8:30 Spanish time, and it's as dark as it is. The nights are drawing in. Right? Oh yeah, there's a bat flying around me now. So these three planets. What I'm watching now is the build-up of the planets, yeah, um, and the stars. Like for 3 years, I have had this open sky that I really do like sleep under, like very often, just gazing up most nights, yeah. And it's like what I see are these stars and these planets, and as they're moving, I'm reading it. I'm reading the seasons here. I'm reading, wow. And I swear down now, what I read from them stars makes me the wiser man. The angle of the sunshine throughout the years that I've been here, wow, I'm a much wiser man. For the moon, where it rises in the angles, year after year. That's how it's getting now for me on this mountain. I'm recognizing and I relate into the natural elements. And I'm loving it. And I'm loving myself for it. It's brilliant. There's a big difference of mountains in Wales, mountains in Yorkshire, mountains in Scotland, mountains in Cornwall. There's a big difference of mountains in France and Switzerland to the mountains of Andalusia. For starters, England, yeah, you'd be lucky for if like with your 200 days of rain every year, 190 days of rain every year. Here in Spain, I'm lucky to get 30 to 40 days of rain in this particular environment where I'm at. So when you take on the natural elements, when you understand the many years ago, about 500 years ago, 600 years ago, these mountains were teeming with forestry. But for the shipping and the building, these mountains were raped and robbed of all the trees, of all the wildlife that was here. And now it gets dominated with cement buildings and grow houses to grow tomatoes under plastic on concrete grounds. The people are forgetting about the almond trees and the carob trees. They're forgetting about the mountain herbs that grow up here. It's illegal to harvest the mountain herbs because it's nature reserve. Having support and people around you and the amenities around you where you can easily access a pension, disability allowances, carers allowance, where you've got access to things like that, and people exploit things like that. Like quite often, if you're living in your mother's house, your mother's made all the efforts before you were even born. So you're going on inheritance. Inheritance. That's up to you. Congratulations. Hmm? You've been established all your life. I've been a wandering tramp doing things for other people all my life. Big difference. Big difference. We'd like to encourage you and each and every one of you. Well, there you go then. From what I knows about gardening around Lake District and flooding areas, you need to devise drainage. You need raised flower beds for the lands of probably bad drainage, unless it's inherited lands. And then if it's inherited lands, well, then the lands have already been worked for you just to maintain. And knowing what England's like, it's all built up and built for you just to maintain, anyways. Not like an abandoned environment. Older than you are was the last time people were living here sustainably. So there's all that compensating for all those that whole variety of things that I'm easily able to list out to you. You don't want to listen to myself? I can't be talking with you. You can continue being persistent in your in the back chat on the in the communal chat. That's up to you. But it's up to me if I let you up on my panel or not. It's up to me if I allow you really to continue with your 5 trolling accounts. Wow. Now, one day, yeah, again, in the near future, one of my friends from the hippie community will join my panel, and they will educate you of the amount of times that they visited me and they ate from my garden. They witnessed me cooking from my garden, feeding 20 to 30, 40 people daily from my garden. When I'm in the right environment, I blossom greater. What language would you like, in actual fact? I have Norwegian friends, German, French, Switzerland, Belgium, Moroccan, Spanish, Polish, loads and loads of nationalities of people within that hippie community that can translate to you in whatever language you want how I lived and how I encouraged, to the extent that I could have been boss. If I wanted to push the gangsters out of that community, I could have. If I wanted to push the bullies, the thieves, the beggars, the drunks out of that hippie community, I could have. Very easy. Well, you see, it wasn't my place to do that. It isn't these times to do that. If I was the boss of that hippie community, from the first 30 seconds that I'd laid eyes on that French fella, he would have been turning around and gone from there. There's no way that I would have allowed him to enter. No way. And this is what the news reporter reported for the world to see. It's brilliant. I don't fit into the modern society because I identify, and it's not good to identify. I'm not a police officer. I'm not Interpol. Huh? And I'm not a gangster either. I don't represent anything other than myself. I've got friends and I've got associates. Unfortunately, I consider everybody that I know on the level, and anybody that I promote and encourage, it's up to them. You can only make a fool of me once. Well, well, it's dark and I'm walking into no signal. So the fact that I'm going into no signal so I can get some food and water inside my belly, that's what I'm going to do. That's my priority. I only came up here to share the sunrise and share with people that can speak civil with myself. For people that have spoke sour with me time and time again on every opportunity that I gave them, I don't need to continue talking and entertaining people like you, or even giving you any clout. So good luck, and have a good night. It's Saturday night. Yippee ki yay! That's one way to get rid of them. Just tell them I'm going. I signal. Tell them I need some food and water, and they fucks off. Seriously, why do lesbians want to talk about gardens with me? The only gardens I can think about with lesbians, we're not allowed to talk about. Especially man to lady. Do you get me? Yeah? Or, sorry, excuse me, man to lesbian. You know, like we're not allowed to talk about those things. None night, T1. Be safe on the YouTube, bro. I think my phone's frozen. Lucky number 7. Wow. She should have hung on a bit more and sent me 2 more messages. Then I would have had 7 messages from her. She sent me 7 messages backstage. I'm backstage. Let me on to explain and show you. You don't have a garden. You gonna let me on? It will be good fun. Like I said, it could have been fun a year and a half ago with you. But you weren't in communications with me a year and a half ago. You were evidently paying attention to other people a year and a half ago, and then you thought that you would come to my channel and antagonize me because I failed to entertain on other people's channels. So yes, thank you. Very, very nice and a good night, Richard. T1, Nikki, live follower. That's 2 of your accounts. Boss Dog. Why did you change accounts, Nikki? From a live follower to Nikki. Why did you change accounts? Good night, Boss Dog. Good night, Nos Dog. Good night, Stevie R. And good night, Victoria. Good night, Bambi. Sure, listen to them cicadas. Absolutely beautiful. Looking up at them stars now. I'm directly under the Milky Way. Wow. Apparently, there's more trees on Earth than there are stars and planets in the Milky Way. Apparently. Yeah, apparently. But that's still not enough trees. We need more, many, many more trees. Oh, look, there's my W. Cool. That's a star constellation that I'm always looking at. Is that W? And then from that W, there's these stars that go around almost like a circle. And then I start seeing the different layers. Like there's that circle, then that circle, and that circle. And then there seems to be like lines. And it's almost like this straight lines. What are you saying? Grizzles didn't like the kisses Captain Jack was giving him, I think. And Grizzles come back all panting, and Captain tried giving him a kiss, and he told him, "Fuck off." Wow, that cloud now. Wow. I wonder if I was an artist, if I was a painter, and I painted these sights and things that I see. Wow. I can't be arsed with drawing and painting. My eyes like seeing the moving things too much. Like aeroplanes, UFOs, waiting for the falling aeroplane, waiting for the lasers, the lightning. I'm not seeing any lightning over Africa tonight. Nope. All right, that's it. I said 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago that I'm going. Now I'm going. I want to drink and I want to munch on something. Okay. I got cheesy triangles. I got not a Moroccan. I got cheesy triangles bread. I got 92% dark chocolate. I got a sausage from Hungary. Wow. I didn't portray to demonstrate the sausages I've got this week. Good sausages. Tasty. Mm. I've had peaches. Yeah, those peaches were good this morning and last night. Fresh ones. Mm. And I got peanut butter. Oh, yeah. And I bought some eggs. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have an eggy cheese sandwich. Yeah. And maybe a peanut butter sandwich and a couple of slices of chocolate sausage and a chunk of chocolate. Teas and stuff like that. I don't have any milk or sugar. But like, yeah, I don't want to flavor my water. I want to drink my rainwater. Yeah. I'm happy with me rainwater. I think sometimes, it's nice to have a juice. I thought yesterday when I went down for a captain, I thought about getting some cereal and milk. But that stuff just makes me ill. So why should I keep poisoning myself? It's only a mental programming that, oh, it's comfort food. But comfort food's not good. Oh, what a mess the world has become. All right, night, peoples. Have a good day.